This video is all about translating prepositions from Latin and how to spot prepositions in sentences. There are two kinds of preposition in Latin. There are prepositions that are followed by the accusative case, and there are prepositions that are followed by the ablative case. Prepositions can only be followed by either the accusative or the ablative. The only exception to this rule is the preposition in. And you have to be careful with in because it actually changes its meaning. When it's followed by an accusative, it means into. When it's followed by an ablative, it means in. But otherwise, every time that, for example, you meet the preposition add, the word after it will always be in the accusative case. Whenever you see the word X, the word after it will always be the ablative case. When, therefore, I have this phrase ad oppidum means to the town, and I can say that oppidum is accusative because it follows the preposition ad. We've met the accusative before because it's also the case we use for the object. So we do need to be careful that when we see ad oppidum, we don't mistake oppidum for the object of the sentence. When I see ex oppido means out of the town. And I can say that oppido is ablative because it follows the preposition ex. With the preposition in, I have to be careful about what case comes after it. In my first example here, oppidum, well, that's a Marks and Spencer's ending, so I know that's an accusative ending. I've met that before when we did objects. So in oppidum, this must be into the town because oppidum is accusative. It's accusative because it follows the preposition in. If, however, I have the ablative case, and you'll see with the ablative case, we don't have a Marks and Spencer's ending. In oppido, in the town, oppido is ablative because it follows the preposition in. When I come to translate a sentence, I will sometimes see that I have two M&S endings in a sentence. However, villam should be attached to add because it's a preposition phrase. This means that purum is the object, so magister is the subject, and misit is the verb. So my sentence will be: the teacher sent the boy to the house. When I translate the sentence, I do the subject, I do the verb, I do the object, and only when I've done the subject, verb and object do I do the preposition phrase at the end. In my second sentence, I have the preposition phrase at the beginning of the sentence. But the same rule applies. I shouldn't start the sentence with a preposition phrase. So I'm going to go straight for the verb. Festinabamos. It has a mus on the end, which I need to take notice of. So my sentence here, we were hurrying, do the verb first, and then I only do the preposition phrase at the end of the sentence. So preposition phrases, whenever they appear in a Latin sentence, we shouldn't translate them until we have done all the subject, verb, object part of the sentence.